Hello there folks, it is SeKo Starcraft here, bringing you some replays. I believe this is Go for SC2. We've got Cooltea up against Dragon. Kind of interesting getting some casting for on some of these newer maps. Island maps are now back into this swing of things, I guess you can say. I think this was a 4-player map as well. I believe there is such thing as cross spawns on here. One of the new map pool selections. I'm going to go through some of those on my own and kind of put some of my thoughts together, but getting a chance to watch the pro players go at it obviously gives you good insight. That and it's TVP, the matchup everybody wants to know more about. Good luck, have fun, y'all. And all around. What they've been trying to do with some of these new maps, the thing's good, other than bringing in things like island expansions to test again, is try to build up just more dynamic gameplay. So these maps, you know, they try to give different attack paths, make things a little bit wonkier, kind of the way people would see things maybe back in StarCraft 1, where there was some funky maps at sometimes. Eventually it got really refined into Brood War, and you would see that the maps became a little bit more standardized. But I like throwing in some of these stranger concepts. Like Habitation Station is a map that I would say kind of came up with a very strange kind of look and style of things. Gas long time before barracks going down here. And what I really enjoy about seeing maps such as Habitation Station is you always get wonky games. You always get fun things that happen. And yeah. So we'll see if that's the case. Particularly as a Terran, you can spawn and very easily lift over to here. Warp Prism play, very common for Protoss, and even slow overlords or drops can move you over and take that. Or you leave it till late in the game, so if it goes ultra late game, there's always other opportunities to take the map. Saw the gas was done in mining before the gateway is down, but it's only one gas, so nothing too crazy. Gas was really early for Dragon down here, so I've got to think this is going into some sort of Widow Mine play. You can go Banshees. Neither of these players are scouting at all right now, which is quite surprising. A couple Marines will likely be out in time to block this ramp before a probe even gets across the map. Generally, if you're not scouting, you're the one who's looking to put on some sort of pressure, a build. So we're going to see if that is what Cooltea has in mind here with his Orange Protoss self. You do have an SCV that's on the run. Factory down nice and quick. And we're actually going to be seeing a reactor before any Marines were made. Tech greedy, as some would say. So you see the SCV is actually heading up here to check this corner. The Zealot looks like it might be heading straight across. Yes, it is. Perhaps they realize, maybe Cooltea knows this is a cross-spawn map. This Zealot might pose some funky problems here. There's no wall off. There's no Marines. So unless he gets my computer blown up? Nope. We're all good. We'll see if the Zealot actually screws things up. I mean, if you're not really crisp on your micro with your Marines, I'm sorry, your SCVs, you could lose a lot. And this Zealot Stalker Mothership push might just be enough to really screw things up a lot. Good quick pull on that SCV so it doesn't go down. There is a Marine being made right now. He will keep that supply depot on the way. He does not want to forget and get supply blocked by accident. This SCV does delay the Stalker slightly. And at least the Zealot's wailing away on the supply depot and not stopping anything else. Looks like the Protoss was considering pushing up there. It looks like another Stalker's on the way. A Time Warp will be ready here in just a few seconds, and that actually might be able to do a lot of damage by slowing down so many of these SCVs that are going to be pulled. Pretty good lineup with the Hellions there, but they're still going to go down pretty quick. This one Mothership Core could probably sit and just actually get a little bit of damage in. This Widow Mine might cancel this pressure. We see even more Stalkers moving across the map and a pylon on the high ground here. So is this a 3-gate? There's only a 1 gate right now. 2 more are going down, so it will be a 3-gate play. Got a little unfortunate with that one Widow Mine, and it hits the probe. This is actually looking really bad for Dragon. This is a pretty smart little play here from Cooltea. Catching Dragon going for just a really greedy tech-based play. And once those Warp Gate research is finished here in about 30 seconds, this game might just be over. If we look at the units, it's already, what, 16 SCVs to 23 probes. Probe production is still going back at home. Mothership Core is about half dead. I'm surprised. Well, that's a pretty good little Widow Mine hit there. Just gets it out of there in time. Interestingly enough, if the Widowmine did hit that, it might have killed a bunch of these units. There's a lot of Widowmines guarding this pylon here now. Zealot warps right into the middle. He's actually dragging a lot of these Widowmine shots, but that's 2 of his cooldowns to just throw away almost immediately. He did switch back over to the barracks to double produce Marines here, which is pretty smart. This Mothership Corps has got 7 kills already. It's just being very uncontested here. Widowmines are just going to get down. Knocks out the Mothership Corps. 2 of these Stalkers are on their last legs. I don't know if it's enough though. It's so close. At least the Protoss is not expanded behind this. The Terran has killed... Oh no, it got by. The Widowmines did not have cooldown in time. Units wise, Terran's down to 4 workers. Well, not including mules. There are a handful of Marines out right now, putting in as much work as they can. Widowmines have cooldown once again. He probably could split those up a little bit just to make sure. Still making probes back at home. Is going to get down to another Nexus. So is this the Terran stabilizing? I'd hate to say that it is, but it could very well be the case. Just about loses a Stalker there. That'd have been a little unfortunate. So Robo is going to go down. Otherwise he'd be completely at the whim of all these Widowmines later on. But I don't know if there's any real way the Terran could get back from this. Just about any basic follow-up. It could even just be a bunch of Stalkers and some detection would probably be able to win him the game. Sometimes in this spot you just want to do something really stupid, like let's go for 4 base carriers or something silly. At least he is getting down his command center. He's going to split up his Widowmines. This is where the blink path would be if that was the case. Clearly the Terran player is not going to want to spend any scans to see what's going to go on. He's just going to want to be able to mule up as hard as possible. Forge going down. Robo is out, getting that observer immediately to make sure Widowmines just don't go so crazy on him here. Now he's trying to split up. This is pretty clever. I mean, this hopefully will protect against if there were oracles, if there was blink play or anything like that. Terran's just going to hope that the Protoss player screws up and leaves him alone for like 10 minutes. Maybe then he'll be on some decent enough footing. Income-wise, 40 probes essentially to 10 SCVs. Income is actually pretty even. That's the power of the mules. But obviously there's no gas right now for our Terran player who just needs to get up his economy. So how's everybody else's day going? This game is going to be, looks like the Protoss player doesn't really want to do and commit into anything right now. So defensive, even getting himself down a cannon. Probably going to get one in this patch as well, just to make sure. And one hallucinated Phoenix, which will probably get shot down by a Widowmine before I can get into the base and see what's going on. As a Terran player in this position, wow, that Phoenix found the perfect entrance. We do have tanks coming out, and I mean, obviously tanks will help you defend. The Protoss player could probably just expand once or twice again here and just not even worry about making units. Look at all these cannons going down. He's so afraid. It makes me think that Dragon probably is the better player in this mix-up. But Cooltea just caught him with the perfect build. This is nice. Speaking of, being able to do this, it might have been okay for him to maybe pull 5 workers into this while it wasn't an orbital, so he can start mining a little bit sooner. Doesn't see this. If he gets out 1 warp prism, he'll be fine. Second forge going down, more cannons, upgrades, Twilight. I thought it'd be interesting. You could just start sending hallucinated Phoenixes and drag Widowmine shots into units. That'd be fun. There is an observer right here at the front. Widowmine's in position out here. I kind of like maybe I'm putting 1 out here just to kind of scout. If you're going to catch somebody by surprise with 1 mine, the second probably won't. 3 CC. Smiley faces. Well, yeah, what else is Dragon going to do to try to get back in this game? He's got to get greedy. And I think what he's trying to do is fake that he wants to expand down here. The Protoss player does not know about the island being taken yet. Terran's been able to pull back up to 22 workers, still down quite a bit. Does scan and kill the observer that's out here. There's no blink. There is +1 armor here, but it's not that big of an army. I still think Cooltea could probably just go for another expansion. If he was to, whatever reason, lose a lot of his units here, which would be pretty tough. Sniped one Widow Mine, so at the cost of a little bit of damage. These tanks are putting in some work. This tank is going to try to evacuate. The Immortals are in range of this tank, so that's probably going to be GG there. As cool as you want to be, unfortunately, once those tanks are down, he doesn't really have much else going for him other than a couple of mines. Protoss players should just be able to walk up here and finish this game off. And that's going to be, well, yeah, there's the GG. Well, that was essentially a build order win for a Protoss player. That's kind of what you get for sometimes for going tech greedy. You get hit with the Zealot Stalker Mothership Core push. SeKo Starcraft, thanks everybody for watching a quick game. We'll talk with you later.